Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Now, I got this photo and I kept looking at it. I'm looking at it and it's $15.65 for a breadfruit. This is a good looking one too. Is that a lot for you? Is because I don't know what to say. Back in the day, you get a breadfruit for free. People have breadfruit trees, and when they're ripe, could they get a breadfruit? You get a breadfruit. Now you're paying $15.65. Now I kept looking at it. They wanted me to talk about it. I don't know what to say because I manage money differently than maybe most people do. If I were to buy this breadfruit, let's say it's US $15.65. Okay, let's say it's US dollars now. Let's say I were to go to my Jamaican. There's some places that certain places you can go. There's a Jamaican grocery store there, and you will find something like this. And let's say I went in, and this was $16. US $16. I would say, when I go out to eat at a restaurant, that's a $30 right there. $30, and you have to tip and everything. So $40 for a meal. And this will last me for, let's say, 4 days. This breadfruit will last me maybe a week because I'll have a good third of it, and then you cook the whole thing and you slice it up and you can fry it up with some eggs and some bacon pieces or whatever. It could last me 7 days. So that's like $2 plus a day. I would think this is a bargain. I would think that it is a bargain. But if I had 4 kids, it would go the same day probably. But for me, I don't see it as being expensive. But you can comment and let me know how you do your math. And if you go out to Shafet, I say Shafet because that's your real place. You seem to love it there. If you go out to Shafet and you have, let's say you and your child or you and your man, that's one meal, and you can spend $30 or whatever. That's one meal. This breadfruit can last you and your man, or you and your child, 2 people. That can be 3, 4. That could be a good 3 meals. That's 3 meals there. Yeah, you might have to add some stuff that you already have because you waste a lot of food. People waste a lot of food, so instead of wasting food, you add it to that, and I think it's a bargain. Yeah, back in the day, you get it free, yeah, and you can plant a tree. No one is stopping you from planting a breadfruit tree. And when you plant a breadfruit tree, you have to make sure it's aimed in the right direction, either east to west or whatever, north, south. It seems as though you have to make sure that the coordinates of where you place it and how you place it in the ground is aligned with whatever, north, south area it's supposed to be facing. You should know, but you just don't put a breadfruit plant in the ground. It's not haphazard. You have to know what you're doing. And maybe you need a male and female, so that cross-pollination, I don't know. But you should plant a breadfruit tree, and any place that there's land, plant trees. So you wouldn't have this going on, okay? You don't have to have this going on. But even with this going on, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a high price. If you do the caveman kind of math that I do, I don't think it's a high price. It's better than eating now all that salty food. You don't know the hands that went on your food. You don't know if there's... I was in a restaurant the other day. This lady was scratching her hair. She was scratching her hair. And I said, I had to say this. I say something. I say, I would ask you to put on gloves, but then you're going to have to use the same hands that you were scratching your head with to put on those gloves. So it doesn't make sense me ask you to put on gloves. I just walked out. But you should see her face. She was like, I complained to the manager too, yeah, that you have someone in there and she needs to wash her hair because she's scratching her hair and what she's going to have dandruff and all that kind of stuff in my food. I said, you need to wash your stuff and see how dare me put it back. how they're moving with people's food. How, you need to watch and see how people are behaving when they're standing over people's food and scratching their head. It's really ridiculous. But getting back to the breadfruit, I don't think it's a bad price. I do not think it's a bad price, because you go out and you eat, and this is a meal that is really good for you, really filling, and it can last you a couple days. You're saving money. If you eat home, buy this breadfruit. Make sure if any is left over, you slice it up, put it in the freezer, and then you slice it up and do breadfruit plantains, or whatever you call it, breadfruit chips, whatever you call them. Yeah, and just make sure you eat the whole thing. But it's a bargain. It's a bargain. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.